Hello students, welcome to EPG Pathshala. I am Dr. Asif Ali Sayed from the Department of Business Administration, Aligarh Muslim University, Aligarh. Today, we shall be discussing about the module Skills for Employment, Life Skills and Entrepreneurship of the paper Skill Development and Social Entrepreneurship. After completing this module, the students will be able to understand the meaning and necessity of employability skills and establish a correlation between employability skills, life skills and entrepreneurship. Introduction. Literacy rate in India is above 70% according to government data, and that there has been 31,000 new startups in 2014 that puts India in third place after US and UK in the startup ecosystem. The demand for skilled employees has increased manifold. Succeeding as an entrepreneur would matter significantly based upon the presence of skill set that would facilitate survival and thriving on face of challenges of cutthroat competition and globalization. India produces 50 lakh graduates every year. Experts say that poor English language skills, computer training and analytical ability are making the cut from the classroom to the boardroom more difficult. A new survey of graduate students across the country conducted by Aspiring Minds says that more than half of them are not fit to be hired. This is reported by Angre, June 26, 2013. The concept of employability has changed and gained importance in the last decade with increasing in the number of graduates in India without proportionate increase of employment opportunities. It is imperative to understand at this point that higher employability would make chances of getting a job better. However, increase in the number of job vacancies would not affect employability after a certain extent, specifically for skilled laborers. So, employability refers to the quality that, if present in a person, would enhance his chances of being successful and more suitable for a job, that is self-employed or employed, and an organization. Employability is the unique requirement as well as a bane that is plaguing the Indian labor market today. Talking of the global scenario, other countries today are also facing similar situations whereby there has been a manifold rise in the number of graduates in their countries due to policy push in higher education sectors, but graduates are found unemployable due to the lack of employability and life skills. This has greater implications on the country's economy as a whole because it would lead to unemployment, frustration, discontent among the youth, as was reported by a study by Gauzalia and Kumar in March 2015. The next important aspect of employability is learning of life skills. These two terms are deeply entwined and interdependent. Educators throughout the world today are emphasizing on the development of life skills that would complement employability. This would provide a path for preparing our young labor pool to tackle and adapt to rapidly changing labor conditions in a globalized world. Development of life skills would build competency by producing confident and reliable beings who would be motivated towards realizing their potential in spite of hardships. In the context of globalization and open market, employers seek employees that have the skills and attitude to survive and thrive, though being a contributing member to their organizational ecosystem. They want employees to be more creative, having high confidence and self-esteem, a good team player, and people who can shoulder responsibilities with reasonability. So this is where we start focusing on hard and soft skills training, which is the basis of developing life skills and employability skills. Recruiters and educators alike today have their focus on developing life skills and employability skills of young graduates, an effort that would transform their future and help them be a part of the successful global workforce having a decent life and respectable living. Even NGOs and socially responsible organizations in India and abroad are running programs for competency building and skill development for underprivileged and deprived young members of our society who have the potential to be a part of nation building labor pool and in the process build a better life for themselves and the society as a whole. Building these competencies help young people become confident decision makers who are able learners and future ready. Programs that teach social and emotional skills according to the Pan American Health Organization have had multiple benefits such as decreasing aggression in boys, decreasing suspensions and expulsions, decreasing drug use and delinquency, and increasing academic test scores. Importance of employability and life skills. Ascertaining skill set that lead to accomplishment of life skills and employability skills. Hard skills are set of abilities that help perform a task of activity with dexterity and confidence. Hard skills are applicable at work. For this, we may always fall back on our reliable old saying, practice makes a man perfect. Many of us, many a times, have faced a bike or a car breakdown on the road, or take for instance a regular motor vehicle servicing. We come across comments such as the mechanic is a good one or a bad one. We talk about professions like that of a dentist or a surgeon. We come across these professions whom we rate as excellent, bad, good or worst based on our experience of the outcomes of the service rendered by them. A better skill set along with relevant qualifications will always be desirable criteria for judging employability. However, in the long run, a person with superior skill set will get better career advancement opportunities based on the reputation he builds through execution of his skills and favorable consumer opinions. Soft skills determine your ability to interact or communicate with people. Soft skills are complementary to hard skills. Let us try to understand it with an example. Imagine a situation where a doctor is interacting with a patient and the patient lacks dexterity in refined language and the doctor is not inquisitive enough or reluctant to coax out relevant information. In such a situation, there is a significant chance of the doctor establishing a wrong diagnosis and providing a wrong treatment, the result of which may have grave implication on the incumbent's health. So, we can infer that soft skills are affected by our learning capabilities and our knowledge content. So, soft skill development can be directly linked to academic curriculum. We may take another example to understand the repercussions of working on soft skill. Social scientists say that correct body language is one of the prerequisites for election of candidates in US. The effect of a few minutes of faking power pose would alter your confidence level in a manner that you could actually feel confident to work your way through the situation, as proposed by Amy Cuddy, a Harvard professor studying power dynamics, in one of her TED Talk shows. She suggests on learning to fake it until you actually learned the skill, which would come eventually with repeated attempts to succeed. She suggests fake it till you make it. Soft skills would mean a number of features, which is communication, behavior, personal finance management, anger management, etc. Those make a person excellent workers and suitable to work in a team. Present industry trends suggest that soft skills are increasingly sought by employers along with academic qualifications. Few professions where soft skills are more important on the long-term basis are occupation skills in present throughout the industry, and a mastery of it would certainly give you a competitive advantage over others in many work related as well as life situations. Studies suggest that soft skills are equally important indicators of job performance as hard skills are. Contextualization of skill domains. Skill can be broadly bundled into following categories: hard skill, soft skill, transferable skill, generic skill, transversal skill, and core skills. Hard skills. Marketing research agency today say soft skill involves personable attributes like intellectual potential, communication, teamwork, willingness to keep learning, easiness in decision making, flexibility in adapting to change, problem solving, critical thinking, creativity, initiativeness, self motivation, and enthusiasm, stress management, sense of humor, and self efficacy. If hard skills are considered flexible and developed through training, soft skills tend to be stable in adults. Nevertheless, some believe that the development is a long term and slow process that can be developed through individual training and programs that improve skills in order to change their personal attributes. Soft skills. These are communication skills would be the top priority when we talk of soft skills. It is the ability to express oneself clearly through written, verbal or non-verbal communication. Let me make it a point that good listening abilities are a crucial part of good communicability. Next important aspect of soft skill development is inculcating the habit of problem solving. It is that quality of a person which aids in objectively tackling problems by reasoning based on information gathered through knowledge and experience. Critical thinking is a soft skill set that is complementary to problem solving. It depends on continuous efforts towards cultivating one's rational based on knowledge, continuous learning, and experience. Collaboration is one's ability to cooperate and work with others towards achieving a goal. It is a crucial skill for teamwork and successful team building. It is garnering of right attitude required for accomplishing a job successfully. It is like developing the right mindset that would make you ready to do something that is collectively beneficial rather than opting for self-convenience. So, it is a proportionate mixture of right knowledge and attitude. It is like knowing where to get information from, how to get that information, and how to use the information. So, to apply strategically important information, knowing why we need it in the first step. Knowledge updating would answer for it. Knowledge can be gathered from different sources like formal education, organization and structured training, personal reading and research, learning by doing, and learning by observing others around you with experience. Coming to the next skill, which is a transferable skill. Transferable skills are termed by many as portable skills, a skill that can be used interchangeably in different areas of life, at school, socially, or professionally. I would like to call these skills anonymous to life skills. Now, employers often look for people who can demonstrate a good set of transferable skills. We only become aware of these transferable skills during job enrichment, or while considering a career change opportunity. Many researchers indicate that we have already developed such skills and abilities throughout your life at school and perhaps at university, at home, or in a social life, as well as through any experience in the workplace. We present a concise transferable skills checklist. The key transferable skills. There are 21 key transferable skills which mean meeting deadlines, ability to delegate, ability to plan, results oriented, customer service oriented, supervising others, increasing sales or efficiency, accepting responsibility, instructing others, desire to learn and improve, good time management, problem solving, managing money and budgets, managing people, meeting the public, organizing people, organizing and managing projects, team player, written communication, working independently, and computer skills. There are some other transferable things, but these are dealing with not people but with things. That is, using my hands, assembling or making things, safety conscious, build, observe, inspect things, construct or repair, follow instructions, operate tools and machinery, driving or operating vehicles, repairing things, good with my hands, use complex equipments and using other equipments, dealing with data, analyzing data or facts, investigating, audit records, keeping financial records, locate answers information, balance money, calculate compute, manage money, classify data, compare, inspect, record facts, count, observe, compile and research. Now working with people, there are certain key transferable skills towards working with people and there are 22 of them. First is being patient, caring for, persuasiveness, confronting others, being pleasant, counseling people, being sensitive, demonstrating something, supportive, being diplomatic, tactful, insightful, having high energy, being open-minded, kind, being trustworthy, working with others, negotiating, understanding, adaptable, speaking in public and outgoing. Leadership. Leadership would involve motivating other people, negotiating agreements, decisiveness, planning, delegating, running meetings, self-motivated, getting results, sharing leadership, team building, solving problems, mediating problems, taking risks and empowering others. Generic skills. A generic skill is one that can be common from application point of view across various subjects and takes a longer time to master these skills. The major kinds of generic skills include thinking skills such as problem solving technique, learning strategies such as creating mnemonics to help you remember things, and metacognitive skills such as monitoring and revising your problem solving techniques or mnemonics creating techniques. There are at least three major parts of a generic skill. The most prevalent component is a procedure, a set of steps you use to perform the skill, but you also usually need, there are three major parts of a generic skill. The most prevalent component is a procedure, a set of steps you use to perform the skill, but you also usually need to understand that to be able to apply certain principles that provide guidance as to how to perform each step or even guidance as to when to use which procedure, that is called as approach. Third, it is often necessary to memorize the order of the steps, a memorization component. Transversal skills. A transversal skill may be defined as those skills that one acquires through extracurricular participation, passion or hobby, either intentionally or passively. Take an example, team spirit learned through participation in sports like football or basketball by a student that would be invaluable while working in organizations as a team. So transfer skills are a set of skills that are usual and useful for domain outside the current job purview and would help in cross-domain dexterity and easy transition in case of career change or advancement. Some experts opine that transversal skills has substituted transferable skills. Core skills. Employers mostly identify a skill set as core skill set as basic necessity quality in every employee. Organizations can develop other skills required to perform a job adequately through training, but in the absence of core skill set, it would be impossible to develop other skills. So, core skill set is like the base of a building which needs to be strong. Every job may not require proficiency in all the core skill sets, but some and most it would require some level of proficiency at some point of time or other. The 5 core skill sets are communication, analytical skills, information technology, positive attitude and teamwork. Again, these core skill sets can also be called as skills for life, as we have discussed them earlier in this context. There are minute differences in the concepts, all leading towards the universal domain of employability skills and life skills. Concept of social entrepreneurship. Social entrepreneurship are change agents for our society who have taken upon themselves to be innovative producers who not only generate wealth for themselves but at the same time enrich the society through collective benefits like a symbiotic association. Social entrepreneurs are people who have goals in their life that create and sustain social values. These innovators are believers, optimists, and dreamers. They are people who keep scanning their environment and try to find out key issues. Actually, these are problem questions or areas that need addressing for benefit of the society as a whole. At the same time, addressing of these issues act as a scope of wealth creation for self through creation of a sustainable business. The social entrepreneurs apparently seem to be anybody with a success story, but if we delve deep and do some research, we tend to find that they all possess certain traits that help them become successful: perseverance, believe upon their ideas, good networking skills, trusting others, and in turn gaining others' trust, and being able to sell their ideas would be a few basic traits. But where did these traits come from? Where were they born with these traits or they learnt and developed them? Researchers have followed many such heroes and found that many people exhibited inherent qualities, but there are ample examples to support this opinion that these traits are teachable and transferable. All through the chapter, we have been talking of employability skills and life skills. These are the basic skills required to become successful entrepreneurs, not ignoring a little bit of luck. There are institutions that help one with developing these skills. Higher educational institutions in this country definitely have a big role to play in developing employability skills in our youth. Today, we need socially oriented professionals, all the more when we see our society slowly moving towards entropy, and we have to take responsibility by doing our own bit. Summary. Let us summarize the module. Whether it be finding a job and discharging our duties adequately, or becoming a social entrepreneur, possessing certain skill sets would improve our chance of becoming successful in our endeavor. These skills come to us in the form of formal education, higher education, extracurricular activities like sports, or pushing and pursuing a hobby, taking part in a college tour, attending workshops and seminars, and lastly, by trying to find meanings to these life skills. Thus, skills can be broadly clubbed as hard skills, soft skills, transferable skills, general skills, transversal skills, and core skills. Life skills are valuable and core values and habits that we develop while growing up, and mostly are the most deeply imbibed and most naturalized skill set that we possess. These skills remain useful for us throughout our lives and form the basis of developing advanced and more beneficial skills for our career and future endeavors. Thank you.